The Niners have reached the crossroads of their year. They're going to play the Rams. They might beat the Rams. If they lose to the Rams, this season gets really bleak. I think a lot of fans are wondering why the Niners haven't just pivoted to the future. Like, why even try this year? You're 3-5. You're not that good. Why are you holding out to this on this playoff hope? Well, I think it's important to remember that this is year 5 of their tenure, and that if if they don't make the playoffs this year, there are going to be consequences. Now, that doesn't mean that Kyle Shanahan will get fired. It doesn't mean that John Lynch will get fired. But right now, no one really knows who will be held responsible if the Niners miss the playoffs. But I think it's pretty clear if they miss the playoffs, someone's getting axed, and don't know who that is right now. It could be just position coaches, but it could be a lot of them. And that's important. That's really a big deal. I think from Kyle's perspective and Lynch's perspective, if they want to keep this together, they got to make the playoffs. If they don't make the playoffs, this team's going to look way different next year. Like, if this team misses the playoffs, and it's looking like they will, who's going to be on this team next year? Will Wes Welker, the wide receivers coach, be here next year? I don't think so. Will Rich Scangarello, the quarterback coach, be here next year? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. The Bobby Slowick, the pass game coordinator, probably not. Corey Undlin, the pass game coordinator on defense, will he be here? Probably not. Chris Forster, the offensive line coach, probably not. I mean, a lot of guys are going to have to get fired. Kyle's going to have to show that he's making changes if they miss the playoffs. A lot of changes. And I think everyone in the organization and the team knows it. Hey, if we just give up on the season and go with the young guys, that means I'm probably out, and we're just going to be preparing these young guys for the next position coach. Rich Gangarello is just going to be preparing Trey Lance for the next guy. Must be pretty scary. There's also the players. All these guys on one-year deals. If this team misses the playoffs and this is not a winning formula, well, then where's Jaquiski Tartt going to be next year? Where's K'Wan Williams going to be next year? Where's Jason Verrett going to be next year? Where's Laken Tomlinson going to be next year? You see what I'm saying? At a certain point, all these vets on the team could check out and say, well, we're playing for next season. I'm not going to be here next season. I got to protect myself. I got to make sure I'm healthy in the offseason. So this could get, the Niners could, if they just give up on the playoffs, they could lose the rest of their games. They have a very weirdly built team with a lot of guys who probably know they're not going to be here next year. So you have to give all of them a reason to keep performing unless you want to lose all your games. And that's not fair for, Trey Lance if he has to go in and endure that and play for a team that's quit on the season. So I don't know how you fix it. This is the situation the Niners built. They went into year 5 and decided, look, we're going to run it back again with our veterans and not develop the rookies because we have so much pressure to win. And we're going to make the playoffs. And now it looks like they're not going to make the playoffs, and it feels like a sinking ship. Again, who's going to be here next year? Not the starting quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo probably won't be here. So, you might have Kittle, Juszczyk, Mitchell, Trent Williams, Warner, Bosa, Debo, Ayuk. The core of the team should be here, but they're not going to have a first-round pick. They're not going to have much cap space unless they get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. This isn't really a free agent destination to begin with. They're not going to be coming off a playoff appearance, most likely. Is this team going to be better next year? They're going to have a quarterback in Trey Lance who hasn't played in 2 years. Probably a lot of new position coaches. I don't know. That's why this game is so important. If the 49ers can beat the Rams and make the playoffs somehow, they won't have to fire half their position coaches. Maybe a lot of these veterans will want to come back. Maybe they can kind of keep the thing together. If they miss the playoffs, I think things get really, really weird.